Hi, this is Mrs. Rodriguez with another lesson video. Today we're going to be looking at how to find the perimeter of algebra tiles. And the hope is with this practice of finding the perimeter, like what we did in our other video of finding the area with algebra tiles, it'll help us practice combining like terms. So let's get started. First of all, we need to remember that the perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. Okay, whereas the area is the inside, the perimeter is the outside border. And to find the perimeter or calculate the perimeter, all we have to do is add up all of the side lengths of whatever shape we're given. So let's take a look at our algebra tiles again. Last time we did area, today we're doing perimeter. But we need to review what the tiles are and what the sides equal. So remember, the name of the tiles is the area of the tile. So for the first small box, we know that the side and top and bottom lengths equal 1. So that means it's 1 all the way around. And we also know that area of a rectangle is length times width. Okay, so that means the area for this box is going to be 1 times 1, which equals 1. And that's why this is called the one box or the one tile. Now for perimeter, we need to add up the outside lengths. So that means we're adding this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. And what we end up with is the perimeter equaling 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which equals 4. Okay, so our first tile is the one tile. It has an area of 1 and a perimeter of 4. All right, for the next tile, we knew that if we were to take this tile and bring it up to the one tile, that they have the same length. Okay, so for this tile, the length we know is 1. The width we were told is x. So for the area, it's going to equal 1 times x, which is just x. So this is our x tile, or our x box. For the perimeter, it's going to be x plus 1 plus x plus 1. Once again, I just added up all the side lengths. We have 2 x's, so that's going to be 2x, and we have 2 1's, so it's going to be 2x plus 2. Now, for the last tile, we know that if we were to bring it up to the x tile, we can see that they have the same width. So we know that the width and the length, because this is a square, are all equal to x. Okay, so our area is going to be x times x. And 2 x's are x to the second power, or x squared. Okay, and the perimeter is going to be x plus x plus x plus x. There's 4 of them, so it's going to equal 4x. All right, so that's a look at what the side lengths are and how to find the area and the perimeter for each tile. Don't forget the name of the tile also equals its area. All right, so let's look at our first example. Here we have one x squared tile with 2 x tiles put together. Okay, now all we have to do to find the perimeter is to add up the side lengths. So we need to add up this length plus this length plus this length, this length, this length, this length, this length, and this length. Well, we just saw what each side length was for the tile, so we can go ahead and fill them in. So for the top, it starts with, I know that side length for x squared is x. And it's a square, so all the sides for that tile equal x. And I know for the x tile, the width is 1, and the length is x. Now that I have all the measurements put in for the side lengths, all I have to do is add them together. So it's going to be x, and I'm starting right here, plus x, and I'm going counterclockwise, plus x, plus 1, plus 1, plus x, plus 1, plus 1. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 x's, and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So my answer is going to be 4x plus 4. That's the perimeter of that figure. All right, let's take a look at another example. What is the perimeter of this figure? Now we have 2 x tiles put together with a 1 tile at the very end. So once again, I'm going to go around. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go counterclockwise. This side is equal to x. This one is equal to 1. And then we have x, x, 1, oops, 1, 1, and x. So now I just look and I count up how many x's do I have and how many 1s. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. So that's going to give me 4x. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. So my answer is going to be 4x plus 4. Now, keep in mind, when we were doing the tiles, all the sides were either x's and 1s. So that's all you should be using when you're finding the perimeter. None of the sides were anything else. It was either an x or a 1. Okay? So now we're looking at this shape. What is the perimeter of this figure? Okay, so we do the same thing. We go around. We go around. And there's 1, 1, x, 1, x, x, 1, x, 1, x, x, and then this side length here, which is 1. Now I look and I count up all my x's and all my 1s. So let's see. For x's, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to give me 6 x's. And then for the 1s, I have, let me choose a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my answer is going to be 6x plus 6 1s, which is 6. All right, so keep in mind that when you're adding up the areas or the perimeters, in this case we have the areas, that all we're really trying to do is combine like terms, okay? Keep in mind that if it's an x squared, it can only add with another x squared. They are very different shaped tiles, right? Because they are very different numbers. They do not equal x or 1. So we have to only add them together, okay? And then for our x's, they only go together. And you can see they're not the same number. They're not the same shape or size. And then last but not least, we have our 1 tiles, which we can add regular numbers together. And that's what the 1 tiles stand for, are regular numbers without variables. Okay, so the point is x squares go with x squares, x's go with x's, 1's go with 1's. And that's why when you're doing the perimeter, you end up with something like 6x plus 6, because the x squared box, the x box, those sides of x are not the same length. They do not equal 1. So x's go with x's, regular numbers go with regular numbers. Okay? And as always, if you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to make an appointment with me for office hours. Hope you have a great day. Bye.